Good evening all, how are we doing? I hope we are all well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, another week, a new set of daily races. We all know the score. Once again, yes, I'll hold my hands up on that one. 2 minutes late. 2 minutes late. We went live at 52, not 50. Fair enough. Right, our punishment needs to be using the Audi. I'm guessing the Audi is not much cop in that case then. Right, we're actually going to kick things off something a little bit different because I want to get some practice in on Daily Race C. My plan was to jump on at about 6:15, get half an hour or so of practice in before the stream. Obviously, that hasn't happened because we've only just gone live now. And so what I'm going to do is jump in with a Daily Race A, kick things off with a Daily Race A in the KTM crossbow. And then we're going to go and do Daily Race C so that we can at least get a full sort of like 10 minutes or so of practice in and a little bit of qualifying maybe, so just get some practice on the slower tyres because I believe you have to use both. So this is what we're going to start with then. Oh my god, this is what we're going to start with then. It's a race at Tsukuba, which is an awesome little track really. Oh my god. I just thought this would be a bit of a laugh. And I'm probably not going to be wrong. Oh my god, I remember this track used to be all over Gran Turismo. I mean, it's a popular Daily Race A kind of track, isn't it? But this one was a very popular GT Sport. Oh, very popular track on GT Sport, this one was. All of the Daily Race A's, it used to be this with the WRX, Group 4 WRX. That's one of the races that I seem to remember a lot on here. Right, a 101. Got no idea if that's good or not. Good fun this in the crossbow, to be fair. Ah, that's the one that we want, isn't it? That's the angle we need. Go. Remember a Daily Race here in the Sambas? I bet you that was fun. Or stressful. One of the two. Right, only a small improvement there then. Now, I don't think that we'll get another lap in here. We definitely won't. 2 tenths up, 2.5 tenths up. Well, we're not going to cross the line here, but we were, for all intents and purposes, we were half a second up. But Carly, how are we doing? Hope we're all good. No DSR, no DR loss. Yeah, well, oh, you mean this one or the Sambas was no DR loss? Look at this, 58 seconds for a lap. That's unbelievable. Well, hopefully we can do all right, and by that I mean not finish last. But I thought we'd kick this one off for a bit of fun. Plus it means that we're not jumping into Daily Race C completely unrehearsed. Oh, is there ads on this again? Wait there, let me have a look. Are you getting the ads like mid-roll in the middle of the stream? I'd done this last week as well. I keep disabling them. This is annoying if I've got to manually remove them every time. There you go. Mid-roll ads, it's set it back to automatic. Whereas I set it to manual, and then I just don't put them in. Right, anyways, there we go. Right, let's see what carnage unfolds on this one. Starting P11, right at the back. Fabrice, how are you doing? Hope we're all well. Ripped, hope we're all good. Bukali, I think I said hello when you came in. I think I did. Hope we're all well, buddy. Right, let me know if any more adverts come up on the stream. They shouldn't do, because I've turned them off now. But yeah, it's annoying. I keep removing them, and then they keep coming back on. I was going to say I think third gear is the better gear to exit the corner there. I still think it actually is, but I thought I would have had no wheel spin at all in third there, but I was completely wrong. Right, let's try and grab P8 if we can. He might get through both of them there. I don't think so. Not quite. That was everybody hitting everybody there. We got tapped from the side or behind. Elbows out. Go! This is actually so difficult. Rob, how are we doing? Hope we're all good. Hope we're all good. It'd be so much easier if we had racing tyres. That's all I ask. Racing tyres. Right, we're kind of matching this Chris here for pace. P6 in front of him. Going off. Oh, running a bit too deep. Tap's acceptable in daily race A. Yeah, I forgot about that actually. That is the normal in daily race A. Right, can we manage to get P7? We're matching Chris for pace here, really. It is the race of tyre squeal, this is. I'm going to brake just a little bit earlier. Nice. Go for a lunge? Could we go for a move to the inside? We might as well try it. I'm going to get that one on Chris there. Lovely. That's worked out all right. All right, see if we can do the same for P6 then. P5 there as well. Managed to get round the outside here. Round the outside becomes the inside. Yes! Not too bad. Look at this. Right, now we've got Mad Max in front of us as well. Well, we're definitely doing better than I thought. Look to the inside on this one as well. Why not? Try and get the switch back here if we can do. Not quite. Surely we'll have another one here around the outside. Similar move, not quite. Try and have the cut back on the exit this time. Oh, we bump draft him instead. Stu, how we doing? Hope we're all good. Round the outside on this corner would be outrageous. That's not the place to try that. We're right on him here though to go for a lunge to the inside. Yes. Get on it. Oh, God. Sliding. Nice. P5. Tell you what, we could do with this actually counting towards DR at this rate, couldn't we? I wish it was. Oh, lost 2 places. Brilliant. 2 laps to make it back. Should have that on exit. Yes, we do. Oh my god, what am I doing? Carried way too much speed in there. And Max looking for the move to the inside. No doing that time. That's definitely contact, that one. Go! Go, go, go! That'll do. You can drive this car like a maniac, definitely. What a treat. I'll take P5. If only there was DR in that one. Absolutely right. Please remember to hit the like button. We had a few people in chat there, sorry, and I was just too busy entertaining myself in the crossbow. Good fun that. The proper racing starts now for Daily Race C though, so here we go. Best of luck, eh? Let's see how we get on. Right, I'm going to try and jump straight in for proper, decent quali. Or at least I think that's what I want to do. What would you guys suggest or prefer? We got ×4 tyre wear. So I think it's going to be more than just one lap on the mediums, I'm going to guess. We got 13 laps. So realistically, if you're on soft tyres, how many laps would you get? In the real world before they died off? 20, 25 laps. So if you got ×4 tyre wear, 25 divided by 4, or 20 divided by 4, 5, maybe 6 laps, something like that, is what I'm going to guess that you get on the soft tyres. Could be wrong, could be right, who knows. I haven't seen this race, I haven't seen anybody doing this race, so I've got absolutely no idea. Now, what I want to see is not one car absolutely dominating the top 100, which is what we've got. What I also don't want to see is everybody being in one car for quali and then one car for the race. Now, everybody here is in the NSX. That was it probably was going to be my go-to car. It was the NSX. Who knows? Oh, there was two NSX Concept G16, but there is someone in the GT500 there. I don't know what exactly the difference is between those cars. That one's got more power and lighter, and that one is less power and heavier. But that doesn't matter so much in under balance of power. The NSX is the only car that works here. Is that right, really? I like the GTR, but the NSX is probably the go-to, isn't it? We'll try both, though. We'll try both. We'll see what we reckon. Now, the question is, should we try and set some lap times? I guess on the first lap or two, we just maybe see where we are. Or should we do a load of practice and start from the back and not cross the line? What would you rather? I always do like a good race from the back to kick things off, but we're in A+ now, and that's not really an option anymore, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. So I wasn't too far off then in terms of the laps. So you're saying Sammy was doing... Oh my God, the car turns in way more than you expect when you've just driven a crossbow on sports medium tyres. So you're saying Sammy came in on lap 6 but started on the mediums. Interesting. So you're getting 7 laps on the... Oh my God. So you're getting 7 laps on the softs. Well, I said 5 or 6. So I wasn't far off. Right, it's just finding the limit of the car because I am driving way under the limit at the minute. I'm expecting it to spin and it's just not spinning. And then I'm also expecting oversteer and it's just... And I'm correcting before the car hasn't even slid out. And I'm correcting it. I'm just in the driving habits of the... Driving that crossbow there, even though we only done 10 laps. Oh my God, been so long since we've done the chicane as well. That really separates the proper top drivers. Be careful entering the pit area. Yes, the pits is brutal. Dave saying definitely set a lap time. I mean, I'll still be well off the pace for quite a while anyway. Oh, God. Oh, God. Right, let's get entered first of all. 1:32 is the pace in the race. Oh, well, if we can manage anything close to that, we'll see. I was 4 seconds off on that lap there. Dear me. Wouldn't get that in the Audi. Bet you would, though. Got DRS in the Audi at least, though. I think that's that car. Might not be that car. I don't know. Can't remember. Right. I'm always surprised by just how much grip these Group 2 cars have. They are absolutely planted. It's unbelievable. He says that. He says that. Yeah, planted. Very planted. When you don't drive them like an absolute idiot. Cold, not cold tyres, dirty tyres. Right, we should get 6 proper full laps in here. So if you want to get your guesses in on what our lap in purple will be, our fastest lap, free t-shirt is yours from the merch store if you get it correct. Get your guesses in. What is it going to be? Oh. Right on the limit of second gear there. Trying not to clip the curb too much. Then also want to try and keep the power down. Look at that, 132 you said was race pace. Look how far off we are. Jeez. We did spin it though. Let's not forget. Right, I think more or less we can break at the 100 board there. Goodbye to the ghost. And we'll try and crack on. Right, 3 seconds up. 3.2, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6. And hopefully that just keeps going. The quicker we get, the more laps we do. 4 seconds up. 4.1. Lots of time there. Yeah, I can't do smooth. Yeah, absolutely. That's. I don't know the definition of the word really. Half the time you'd think I don't know the definition of the word quick either. Try third gear here, I think. Yeah, it doesn't feel very connected, the lap for me at the minute. 33.6. Hopefully that's going to just keep getting quicker and quicker. That's a bit better, isn't it? That's a bit better. That's the sort of thing there. I don't know if you could actually see exactly how much steering angle I still had in second gear. But I just thought, right, I've got nothing to lose, plant my foot, and surprisingly, it stayed hooked up. So it's easy sometimes to underestimate, especially on the soft tyres, how much grip these cars do actually have. That doesn't feel very hooked up there. It feels like it's very on-off on the throttle. And it feels like I'm always waiting to be like super safe and be like, right, I've got the grip, go. John, you could have worded that a little bit nicer. He's less talented than Sammy Snake, to be fair. That is true. No doubt about that. Yeah, definitely nowhere near as quick. Although I try my best. Look at that there, third gear, just literally foot to the floor. Wasn't even partial throttle out of there. So then I know that we can do the same there. Although I thought I was in third, turns out I was in second. So much performance in these cars, it is pretty unbelievable. Probably a better drummer though, but I'll take that, that's for sure. You've won me back. Oh, nah, clipped the curb too much there. Right, that's another 3/10 taken off, or just under 3/10 taken off. So we're down into the 32s now, which is what we said earlier was race pace. So I don't know whose race pace that is. Is that race pace we're talking of, like the absolute top lobbies? And I bet it's not a 32.894 either. It'll be a 32.1, no doubt. So I'll still be miles off. Still be miles off the race pace, technically. 32.666. Is that your guess, John? That's what we're saying was the Sammy's race pace, was it? How on earth have I lost all that time there? That's crazy. Definitely 1 second gear out of there. I have to say though, Barcelona is one of these tracks that I've just always struggled at, you know. Especially this layout. Oh my god, there we go, we've clipped the corner. We've cut the corner. Yeah. Right, one more lap. He did a 32.883. That's a nice lap. Well, at least by my reckoning anyways. I'm struggling to improve on this 32.894. Technical track, yeah, it's a really, really good track this. I kind of prefer the challenge of that final chicane rather than cutting it out. So I do always prefer to see the no chicane layout, but it is a really difficult corner. Well, I'll try my best not to do that in the race then, eh? Belter. Yeah, love this car, love this race, I know, but another race with a clear meta. This is the problem, isn't it? It's, I think it's because, and I'm guilty of this, we see what everybody else is doing, and then we just copy. So as soon as we see a few cars in the top 10, everybody copies. But not everybody has, and I haven't, and I'm probably not going to, not everybody has tried all of those cars, have they? So as soon as they see someone with a top time, they just go, right, that'll do. Look how far off just the pace of this pack in general I am, though. 32.8, and then we got a 32.1 is the next, so 7/10 is the next gap ahead. Crazy. So we're definitely going to struggle in this one. This is not going to be a great week for us in terms of results, but hopefully we can still enjoy the races. We're going to pit on lap 6, maybe lap 7, depending on traffic. Start on the mediums and then jump onto the softs. If I'd done the Fuji time trial that's up now, I'd be ready for this car and race. I got you. Honestly, I love the Group 2s. They're my favourite car to drive, but we don't get to see them very often in the daily races, do we? So it takes a little bit of adjusting once we get back onto them. It does make me feel that I'm then quicker in the Group 3s and 4s, though, because you realise just how much more you can push. It's a bit like when you drive the Group 1s or the Super Formulas and stuff. You've got to be so on it with the inputs and your limit that it makes you realise that you can catch the Group 3s and 4s a little bit easier than you might think. Oh, that's someone going for a lunge very early into turn 1. Try and hold it round the outside. We are going to hold it round the outside, but I don't know for how long. Going to have to try and hold this one round the outside as well. Oh, trying to have a look. If I end up even in the top half, anywhere near the top half of this race, I'll be very, very happy and surprised. Ah! That's why I'd be surprised. Oh my God, what's going on? We're sliding everywhere. And it's not nice. Oh, God. Yeah, I should have done a bit of practice on the mediums, probably. That might have helped. Jeez. Well, nearly 10 seconds off the lead already, out of slipstream and at the back. It's going great. Hitting lap 8, is that to come off the softs? So they were getting 8 laps out of the softs, or they were needing to do lap 8 on the mediums? So they're only doing 5 laps on the softs. Which way around? Oh, Big Fat Racing's had a nightmare look. God, so are we though. Not making it easy for myself here. Big Fat's he's going to hold that there. Yeah. Nicely done from him. Oh, God. Nearly snapped there. Oh, he's had another snap. So do we. Yeah, we're losing time to pretty much everybody here, but then at the same time, this big pack, which are just holding each other up, we're closing to these guys. Just this sort of midfield here, but I don't know if they're all on the starting on the mediums as well. I'm going to assume that they are. I'm just losing so much time in that final sector. Look how much time I've lost there now, and look at all that snaking up the pit straight. That's how much time we have lost, because we're nowhere near that slipstream train now. But we were gaining in the midfield. Trying to be as smooth as possible. Two seconds the gap now, these guys ahead. 8 laps on the medium is what we're suggesting. I'm happy to give that a go. It feels like that's a little bit safer than maybe trying lap 7. Oh my God, look how broken up that whole section is in terms of, watch my throttle input next time we go around there. That's very early, is it not? That's got to be very early. A few people coming in, one person coming in off the softs, they've only managed to get 5 laps. Are we saying there someone did 10? Oh, 10 medium and then 3 on the soft. I thought that said 10 on the soft there. I was going to say, surely not. Oh my God. I don't know how that took me a while to realise he was ghosted there. I just saw a car facing us and driving towards us. Right, a couple of people coming off the mediums. Look at that, quite a few people coming off the mediums. I don't know if the soft tyres would actually last. I'm taking my knowledge from everybody in the chat here. It doesn't sound like they're going to make it till the end of the race, are they not? Or do they just have to be really good at tyre saving? Honestly, my hands are going into cramp from gripping the wheel so tight. Right, P1 we're starting to actually gain time to in a few places. Do we think that he's on the soft tyres then maybe, and we're starting to see that crossover? No, he was on the mediums. Interesting. Right, we're P6 on the road at the minute, but of course we've still got our pit stop to make, as does a couple of others. So we're not looking at a P6 finish yet, I don't think. Unless everybody who's already been into the pits and is now behind us has binned it. Right, should we come into the pits now then? We try our hand on the soft tyres. Wasn't sure there if you could cut that green line. I can't remember if you could cut the line on the right. So I just played it safe there. I think that you can cut that one, but I'm not sure. Racing soft's good for 7 laps if driving smoothly. Rip saying big if. He knows me well already. Big if, because I don't drive smoothly. We've already seen that. Right, there we go. That's a bit more like it. All the way down to P12 now. There we go. That's a bit more like it for us, isn't it? What am I doing? Idiot. God. More opposite lock than a rally driver here. What am I doing? Idiot! I'm actually realising that I hate that chicane. Yeah, that chicane horrendous on this track. It's absolutely... It's awful to drive. It's great to admire the challenge and how difficult it is, but it's horrible to drive lap after lap. I need a lesson on how to take that chicane because I'm just not driving it well enough at all. Doing my absolute best here. We're going to be heading out onto the final lap at the end of this one. I think the best that we'll manage, if we even manage to get past this guy, will be P12, which is P11, which is who we were scrapping with right at the start of this race. Well, I said I'd be especially surprised if we were anywhere near the top half. And of course, we're nowhere near the top half. So let's not bin it. Not that P11's worth anything, but let's not throw it away. Nice and easy to cross the line. Yeah, I could have maybe gone one more lap on the soft set. Definitely. So could have pitted maybe one lap earlier. Could have done lap 7. Difficult race, that. Difficult race. Yeah, considering the incidents, to be fair, we lost. Yeah, I mean, we might have been looking at. Would we have lost 5 seconds? Maybe it's a bit round about there. Maybe we could have been near P8 or fighting for P8 without that incident. Who knows? Good scrap though. In places, decent. Right, let's go again. Couple of laps practice. Or a couple of laps qualifying, I should say. Right, we should get, what will we get here? 4 laps? No, not 4 laps. 3 laps. 3 laps. Predictions in then. What do you reckon? For our lap time. This is a short shifter car, by the way. You can see that just from the speedo. But if you look here, once you get about 3/4 of the way, you want to be short shifting. Dreadful. Again, too hesitant. Definitely need to watch some top lap times on how to do that chicane, because I am struggling. 32.2, that's a bit better. There we go. So we're 6/10 or 7/10 ahead of where we were, which was a 0.8. I think that I might be able to get this down then to the 31s, just judging by the speed that I feel I lost on some places. Little snap there, that's half a tenth. Lost time there though. Yeah, lost it. Yeah, starting to get the hang of it, just. Yeah, it's only took like 20 laps. Alright, let's set up for a good one here then, if we can. on. Yeah, penalty. Yep. This is the problem here. It is so difficult to be consistently quick. If I was to do 20 laps, you'd be lucky if you took like all of the average times and the gaps. I think you'd be lucky if even half of the laps were within 0.2 of each other. Well, at least that's the dirt track there. Oh. The track's ended. The rally track. I've got no grip, Bono. Yeah, so difficult. And this corner, this chicane, as we've said, is just brutal as well. Because you used to be best off absolutely hammering this curb, and this is in Gran Turismo Sport. This is, you used to be able to just hammer that curb, and the car would, pretty much no matter what car you were in, if you hit it at enough speed, you bounced over it, and it didn't. You see how that catches you on the second one, so as your wheel then hits the inside of the curb, whereas on, so then your wheel's catching like this bit of the curb here on the second. Kind of like exit of that corner. But on GT Sport, you used to be able to just hammer over it and just kind of like cut and the car would just fly over it pretty sweet. But now you get that bounce and just unsettles it, and it's not as easy. It's a little bit more realistic, so it's not quite as easy. Right, what do we reckon we should do then? Probably start on the mediums, but realistically we could do the soft tyres. I don't know if we'd really be able to get past many people though, because even if they were on the mediums and we were on the soft, I think we're still not quicker than them really. So I think we would struggle. Now that's going to be my thoughts. We're going to start P11. We'll see how we get on. Not going to be great. Right. Fabrice, thanking you. With a good look for the race, thanking you. Eat the car. Oh, so Ripped, sorry, not Rapid. Ripped is saying to actually try and catch those curbs. No worries, Fabrice. Catch you back here in a bit. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Catch you back here soon, buddy. Right, let's go then. Let's see how we get on here. From P11 again, struggling to fight at the front of the grid. Really struggling to fight anywhere near the front. I've always struggled with qualifying generally, but definitely and more specifically at Catalonia. So let's just try and stay on the back of these guys as best we can do. Oh, that's contact. Brilliant. Really? Really? You can see... Oh my god, how can the game not tell? We just got absolutely rammed from behind. And then, obviously, we're going to go bump into somebody else when the game, the physics of the game itself has literally launched us forward, as it should do, because it's trying to replicate real life. But the game should know it's made that calculation based on being hit on a rear bumper and flying forward. How does the game not know what it's just done within its own physics and why it has done it? It knows I haven't just put your foot on the accelerator and launched into the car behind deliberately. Honest to God. Gran Turismo, ladies and gentlemen. Gran Turismo. Yeah, that Mike is not a great clean driver. Because he was the one that hit us. He was the one that we had the issues with on the last race, and then he's just wiped this guy out as well to push past. And also, how didn't he get a penalty? He crashed into us. So how didn't he get a penalty? I don't understand this game sometimes, honestly. I really don't understand it. We're going to end up right at the back of the grid. Brilliant. Trying to avoid heat there, make sure we don't wipe him out as he has a bit of a snap. Take more curb on the second bit of the chicane. Okie dokie. Whoa. Oh my God, look at the state of this. Look at this. Wiped out, yeah, I'm trying to go right the way around the outside. We just about make it stick, I think. We've got round one of them. Grove Street still all the way to the inside there. We're going to try and break around this one. Yes. Try and hold that one around the outside as well if we can. Not too bad to try and do that on the mediums. Good effort that one was. There we go. Don't bin it though. Go. That was alright, wasn't it? Practice on the medium. Yeah, I think next quali session I think I probably will. He's done mega there, holding that one round the outside. Contact there, I disagree with that one. That's not very clean or fair, I would have thought. No, he's not going to give us it back either. What a mess. What an absolute mess. Jeez. How does the higher skill of driver and being in an A+ lobby result in some of the lowest quality racing you've ever seen? How does that happen? Sick. It's not much fun racing at the back, I've got to be honest. Grove, no! Oh, he's had a nightmare there. He's had an absolute nightmare. I think you'll get a penalty there. I think he cut across the white line on the left-hand side. I think that'll be a penalty. Oh my God, as soon as I started blinking my eyes there, my eyes are actually hurting. Oh my God, I must not have like blinked that entire time I've been racing there. That's what it feels like. Jeez. Right, Mike's binned it then. He was the one that ran into us a couple of times. So, not much sympathy there, I would say. Oh, and Mike's quit. There we go. Even less sympathy. Oh my god. Talk about taking the long way. That's the scenic route of that chicane. Jesus. Catching up to these two here. I mean, we started P11 and now we're still chasing down P11. So it's not been a great race, has it? Might be a penalty there. I really hope it isn't. I think I'm lucky there. It's not a penalty. Right, trying to chase down P9 now. This last lap on the softs is going to be a venture into the unknown because we didn't do this many laps on the last race. .3, 1.4, we're losing loads of time yet. Yeah, front left's absolutely shot to bits on that last lap. I think I might prefer to just be on the mediums for one more lap, to be fair. I don't think it's too bad in terms of the drop off that's on the softs. That last lap's probably about the same, if not faster, to be on the mediums. But lap 10, slightly better result. We're struggling. We are struggling for results tonight. Let's go straight in for another one. Come on. I'm going to try and improve on that quali time again if I can. I quite like the NSX around here though, because the for the gear ratios, the gears are a little bit longer, I think, than the GTR from memory. So it feels like even in second gear, you're kind of all right. The problem is that the turbo spikes right in the middle of the gear, so you do have to be careful that you don't get caught out by that. Up. I need to recognise and know to proper in and out speed there, because I'm just not doing that. I'm just attacking the corner, and then it's different every time depending on my exit of the S's before. Nice. Going to be about 33.3 this is. There we go. One more lap. Come on, let's see if we can make this one count. Get your guesses in. What will our lap time be for the end of this lap? If you guess correctly, all 3 decimal places included. Free t-shirt from the merch store. T's and C's apply. They don't really apply. It just felt good to say it. Links in the description. Have a look. See which one you'd be choosing. Which t-shirt would be yours if you get it correct. Get your guesses in. That was a save and a half. Yeah, 3/10 down on this one. Still get your guesses in though. What will our lap time be? We're gaining a little bit of time there, just down by 1/10 and a half. Oh, not great, not great. I was desperate to keep my foot planted there. Desperate to keep my foot planted there. Ah, man. Such a struggle, this track, honestly. Such a struggle. I mean, that 32.2 is not like the worst lap in the whole world, but it's not the quickest in the whole world, and that's the problem. We're racing against some of the absolute best on this game now, and it's really a struggle to just be racing at the back of the grid all the time. What you just realised, Bakali? What you just realised? Martin, how we doing? You said 32.333. If you said that before we got the 32.313, that's pretty close. I should watch a top time. Nobody short shifts this car. Well, that's interesting because it feels like it should be getting short shifted. So that's interesting then. Right, finally, we have ourselves a lobby where we have a chance. We're still A+, but we've obviously dropped down the rankings a little bit, and we're clinging on. 2 race results, P10 or less. Plankster's in this one. There he is. We got a few in here that we know. Max is in here as well. Plankster. Oh, Max, how are we doing? Pukali, I was laughing at your comment there. You are my idol. Yeah, 5 or 6 practice laps and then started racing. That's because I'm an idiot, though, to be fair. Max, how are we doing? Max saying, is this the right place for a DR reset? It is indeed, my friend. It is indeed. Welcome to C-rated driving. To be fair, the lobby that we were in, obviously A+ lobby before, that was C-rated driving in there, that's for sure. Anyways, Max, where are you? You must be starting at the back. Are you starting doing a race from the back? Right, let's see what if we can get a podium out of this, I'll be happy. We're starting P4. We've absolutely butchered every single race that we've done so far. So let's try not to do the same thing again. Hopefully, we're in with a chance in this lobby, in this race. Starting P4, we've started at the back all stream so far. Stu saying, and signature move. Yeah, we've done plenty of them already. They're not allowed in this race. Although that was nearly one of them there. Thought I was in 3rd gear there. Jesus. Why bother concentrating? Ah, that might be track limits. If that's track limits, that's a killer already. Ah, no. Oh, no. Right, hopefully we've got this lap here to try and not necessarily build a gap, but just hopefully everybody behind us splits off. Because if we served a penalty right now, we would drop to the back of the grid, even though it's only a half second. Right, luckily for us, P1 also with a penalty. Come on. No signature moves permitted. Although they are guaranteed. They're not allowed, but they are guaranteed. It's like a Max Verstappen dive bomb. Not particularly part of the rules, but they do come as part and parcel of racing. Drifting that one round the outside there. Right, look at this. Somehow, we've got a 4-second gap to the cars behind. That is a bit of a miracle. So that means we hopefully shouldn't lose any positions here, or even be at risk of losing any positions. 3.8 is the gap. There we go. And then hopefully we can just break loads later into here. I've still outdone it though. And I was going to say, not lose much time. The Spaniard being pushed off wide there. He's not going to like that, I don't think. Oh, he's gone. The Spaniard has gone. Right, the Italian has had a dream there. He's had an absolute dream of a second lap. We're now going to have to try and chase down the Frenchman here. because we need to get in front of him to guarantee ourselves a podium, because obviously the guys that are at the back there, every chance that they get an undercut if they're on a different strategy, someone maybe starting on the soft tyres, all that sort of stuff. We've got it all to consider. Oh! Beautiful, P2 with a penalty then. We'll be battling him into the hairpin though. We just managed to be in front, so that's good going. Finally, something going in our favour in these races. 3.6 to the race leader. Not expecting to catch or close to him all that much, but it's always a good reference point. 3.5. Oh, you said don't short shift it. I find that strange. Feels like we need to short shift this. .3. 3.4. Ah! No! There we go. There we go. Signature move. What a place to do it as well. What a place to do it. Oh, man. Look at all these racing super closely as well. We're going to have to think about undercuts or overcuts, all that sort of stuff, because they're going to be costing each other so much time. And now we're going to struggle to also get through that melee there. Man, P11, you've got to be kidding. 13 seconds lost in the race there. DR reset for the fans. Unbelievable. Yeah, those S's are absolutely brutal. Catalonia is a really difficult track, but that has to be up there. As this one here, it's the nature of the camber as well, because it's the way the track just falls away from you there. Very easy to have the car just snap light on you, as we just did. Max just got wiped out there by somebody. Which didn't look great. Right, gonna have to work very hard to get a good result now. Gonna have to work extra hard to get a good result. Oh! Sorry, Matrix. Right, only a little bit of saving grace is that the race leader was on the soft tyres. So he was always going to break away. Is he going to end up coming back out, though, in traffic? Because he's had to pit before most people have pitted. So that's all we can really hope at the minute, then. It's not so bad. If you get the car straightened up, it's all right. It's when if you overshoot slightly and then you're compromising yourself on the kind of entrance to the right-hander up over the corner. It's a killer to keep the car fully under control. Right, it's going to be pitting this lap, or maybe I'm going to go one more lap actually. I guess it depends on what these guys do, really. Come on, lost loads of time on the chicane again. Is this your favourite track, John? I thought Spa was your favourite. Or maybe that's because that's my favourite, and I just assumed everyone should have the same, should like the same stuff as me, maybe's. bit of a narcissistic way of assuming that one. Right, we're going to get to the inside here. Keep the foot down. That's ours now. Oh, Plankster. I'm so sorry, but we had to be brutal there. Once we got the move to the inside, we were claiming that one. I hope he doesn't hate us too much. Right, somehow back up to the podium position, but as we say, we have not pitted yet. We're going to pit now. Brilliant. Brilliant. Fantastic. We cannot go a race without incident, can we? We cannot go a race without incident. I mean, I was stupid to try and go to the outside there. Realistically, that's just my fault. Robert, how are we doing? Hope we're all good. How are the new races? The combos, mega. Me, crap. Max saying they should drug test some of these people. I agree. I agree. You should be breathalyzed before you come on to Gran Turismo. I do agree. It's so funny. I remember a comment on my one of my videos, and I was talking about the racing and the quality of racing and sportsmanship and all this sort of stuff, and someone commented going, do you realise half the people you're racing against are like high as a kite when they're racing you in these lobbies? And I'm like, oh yeah, good point. why am I so bothered? Right, there's the Italian then, back up in the top spot, look. So even if he did pit earlier, starting on the softs, it hasn't hindered him. He hasn't ended up in traffic of any kind. Or maybe he has, but he's sailed through it. He's back up top. And the Frenchman as well in P2. who gifted us P2 by having a penalty. That's not affected his race because he's still up on the second step, look. Thanks, I might have a penalty there. He might have a penalty there. Oh, wasn't trying to wipe you out there, Plankster. Right, can we maybe try in 3 laps here, grab ourselves a P6? Do we think we could close? We've got 2.1, the gap ahead. Can we not? What do we reckon? Probably not if we keep driving like that. Come on, we've halved that gap to P6 here. Come on. I reckon we could do it. It is a video game, goes hand in hand with a proper joint. Well, you're saying that to an absolute, like, teetotal... is it straight edge? Is that the word? Or the name? I don't know. Never been drunk or high in my life, but Gran Turismo is my high. Right, now we were saying P6. Oh, here we go. P5's gone, so now we've become P6. And we're trying to chase this chap who's inherited P5. Wonderful stuff. We can then see P4, look, which is where we started. And he, of course, is chasing down the podium, which is what we were after. So, can a few miracles happen, do we think? Can we get back to P4? Tell you what it is, this race, just this car, this combo, this everything, is not as straightforward as people would think, is it? It never goes the... Oh! I was just about to say, it never goes the way that you expect. And then I go absolutely launch somebody off the track. So let's wait for him to get back past. There we go. Sorry about that, pal. My bad. He thanks us for giving him the place back. He probably doesn't thank us for launching him across the chicane. He was probably thinking he was in with a shout of a podium, which he probably was. Looking at how close those guys are. Oh, the Frenchman's gone for a move there. That is pretty late. Either that or I just didn't see him in time. One or the other. He's drifting wide now. Come on, trying to chase P5. I'll happily hold on to a P6. Happily, but... Oh. Give planks to that one, just in case. Just in case. A couple of bits of contact there. I'd sort of switched off. I don't know if it was my fault or not, so just in case, we'll give him the place back. There we go. Well, as we say, this race is not as plain sailing as you might think, because Catalonia in itself is a tricky track. And then those Group 2s, just when you think you've got the hang of them, are pretty unpredictable sometimes, or just when they have those moments of reminding you just how much power they've got. You think, I've got it under control, and then it goes, no you haven't. Here's a bit of turbo boost. Out of turn 7. Away you go. Handle that. And then you can't handle it, and you look like a bit of a plonker on stream. Talking about myself there in case you haven't realised. There we go. Right, that is going to be... not the last race of the stream, but it sounded like I was about to say that. That is going to be probably our best result of the night, is what I was going to say. But we're all medicated here. Yeah, you got a herb culture in America. Yeah. Jeez. Right. So, let's go for one. This will be the last race of the stream. Let's go for one more. Oh my god, actually, let's look at the times, by the way. Oh man, I'm going to end up wanting to do more than one more. First of all, what the hell? So I'm P2 in our friends list, faster than Rory. I don't believe that that's even correct. And then look at the gaps. He's got a 31-0. I haven't even seen anybody in our lobbies into the 31s. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And then there's a few top times. Look at that. Sammy's picked 14 in the world. 14 in the world. Unbelievable. Captain Sim Racer, how are we doing? That doesn't even say Captain Sim Racer. I don't know how my eyes saw Captain Sim Racer. What does that mean? Captain Riker, whatever that means. But it's Plankster anyways. There we go. I figured that as much. There we are. One for tyre management, I see. Well, I'm not very good at tyre management at all. But there we are. I think that's just called being slow, probably. Captain Riker is okay, that's a Star Trek thing. Well, I was never going to get that then. Fair enough. Good to have you in here though, Plankster. Hope we're all well, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in, saying hello, all that good stuff. Absolute hero. Right, we're going to get 2 laps in here. Get your guesses in. What will our quali time be? We all know the score by now. If you guess correctly and you get all 3 decimal places correct, free t-shirt is yours from the merch store. Honestly, how is Sammy that fast? That's unbelievable. I wouldn't have even thought that a 30-0 was possible. Genuinely, I wouldn't have thought it was possible. Oh, damn it. Trying my best there. Right, what's this going to be? 32-0. We could be down into the 31s then. We could be down into the 31s. Max saying this will be a 31 easy. Well, hopefully. I was quite surprised actually with that 32-0 there. So fingers crossed. We're half a tenth up. If we can get this down to the 31s, I'll be happy. I'll definitely be happy with that. We had a little bit of a slide there on the previous lap. Thought we might have claimed a little bit more time than that back. That's a bigger slide again. Yeah. That's that thrown away. That might be, probably will be, probably should be, definitely is a penalty. No, it's not. I'm surprised at that. Right, we're only a tenth down. No. Look at that Marshall. He's laughing at me. He says, what an idiot trying to take the curb that much. Are you for real? Immediate regret there. Jonathan, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. Well, all set, all going well. I actually think Max was pretty bang on there. My optimal time in my head probably would have been a 31, whatever he's put, 9.8 something. 9.86. In my head, quick calculation, that would have been possible. Not achievable, but possible. Wayne as well, by the way, how are we doing? You said that that was Star Trek, but I didn't say hello. It's the first time I've seen you in chat. Sorry if I've missed you earlier. Oh, it was you that was saying not one for tyre management. Yeah, that one definitely is just down to being slow. Not taking enough out of the tyres because I'm not using enough grip. Because we're driving so crap. Right, same again then, starting on the mediums. It's going to have to be the way to go. Unless we think, very quickly, do we think we try something different start on the softs? I try something different, start on the softs. What do we reckon? You got 10 seconds. At the minute, we're trying something different, starting on the softs. What do we think? Ah! The good old days. there we go. Looks like we're back. I think we're back. Are we back? We're all good. Magic. There we go. Take up some positions. There we go. Right, the stream will be back on now, is it? I think. Should be. Can you let me know in the chat? Can you actually is it still working or not, or is it just completely dead now? I'm hoping that it's still streaming out. I don't know what's happening anymore. But we are P7 and we're doing really well, which is the frustrating thing. First time on this stream we've actually been doing pretty well in this race. Have me back on the stream. If you refresh the stream, it should work. You're freeze framing. Even if you refresh it, Wayne, is it working again or not? It's such a shame because we're having, honestly, an unbelievable race here. We're up to P6 from P11. Somebody's just binned it in front of us. We're up to P5. We can see the podium. It is literally absolutely glorious, and I'm not even making it up. That's the frustrating bit. I'm not even making it up on nothing. Well, I can't believe that. I'm absolutely devastated. We're only 4 seconds off the leader. Back in an A+ lobby. P4 from P11, by the way. From P11 on the soft tyres, it's actually working really, really well. I can't believe it's not working. The stream's not working. You just have to take my word for it. At least you'll be able to hear when I crash. And at least you'll know that I'm not lying, because you would have heard me crash by now. Oh, Wayne says we're back. Are we back? Is it working? Leave the stream, then rejoin, and it'll work. Right, there we go. That seems to be the way to do it then. Yeah, give it a refresh, rejoin. Please let me know if it is working or not. That should hopefully be the fix. That's what I've done on my device here as well. I always have the stream up on my phone just to preview it. That's what I've done on there as well, and that seems to work pretty... Seems to do the trick, the old turn it off and back on again. Oh, so frustrating, because we've genuinely... This race has been unbelievable. You should have seen some of the action and some of the moves that we got done. They were pretty good, if I may say so myself. Great move from Big Fat Racing there to get back in front. I don't know if he... Well, judging by how we got past him the first time, I'm guessing he is on the mediums though. So maybe we're at the crossover point there, look. Left and come back more times than take that. Love it. Right, come on. It's a case of now defending, because when we go onto the medium tyres, we're going to be slower than everybody who goes onto the soft, but we've managed to make up so many positions that it feels like this could actually work. Front left, it's just absolutely dead though. Right, go onto the mediums. Right, sorry about that, guys. I can't believe I've been an absolute idiot. I literally just didn't plug the laptop in. How many times do I do that? I'm going to have to put a big sticker behind the TV that says laptop power. Yeah, right. Looks like we're back online, which is all good. So massive thank you to everyone who has stuck around. I know there's always a massive drop-off on the stream. If ever it buffers and stuff, people just leave, because why should they stick around? So really appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so much. We are now on the medium tyres from the back of the grid, because we've had to pit before everybody else because we've started on the softs. Okay, so this is where we're at now. If you've missed it because of the lags on the stream, this is where we are at. We have got loads of clear air in front, but that'll only last for another couple of laps once everybody starts coming in off the mediums and onto the softs. Now, anybody in front of us, well, we'll probably struggle to catch them. But anybody behind us, we've got to think what we want to do. We either let them past and don't lose time, and just accept that we're going to drop down a few places from wherever we end up here once everyone's done their pit stops, or you know, and we do that, by the way, because that's the reason for doing that side would be because it is just the quickest way to complete all 13 laps, is just not battling anybody. But you lose places, but you don't lose time. Or we accept we're going to lose loads of time and we just try and defend like crazy, because it's an easier track to defend on than you might think when you're purposely knowing that you've got to defend. We've caught loads of people off guard snoozing at the start of the race, which unfortunately you wouldn't have seen on the stream because it was lagging. But when we were on the soft tyres and we had the offset, we were catching everybody out. But we know that they're on the soft tyres and we know we're on the mediums. Just look at the difference here. Actually, this guy might... Either that's cold soft tyres or he's on the mediums the same as us. But I wouldn't have thought you could have made the soft tyres last for 7 laps. Right, plenty of people into the pits. Here we go. Where are we going to end up? P4 at the moment. No, it's going to be a little bit lower, a little bit higher. Look at all these people we've got the jump on here. Basically going to meet Big Fat Racing at the apex for P4 here. So he's on to the soft tyres now, though. So this is where we want to try and we can use the slipstream here. This could work out pretty handy. As long as we can try and just stay close-ish enough out of the corners, which we're going to struggle to. Don't want to be defending just yet. I don't want to be defending just yet. We'd rather try and be front foot forward than racing one eye in the mirrors. Come on. No! Right, this penalty's going to be a killer. Right, thankfully Grove Street slots in behind us. We could still hold on to P6 here, but we've got 3 whole laps still to go. Said this way around was going to be tricky. The first few laps were glorious. Making up all the places. Moving our way up the grid. Second half of the race, not so much. Right, is the stream back on now? Is anybody else still having lags with the stream, or is it managing okay? Are we all doing all right? Oh. Oh, God, getting absolutely... Look at this. You can see that I'm the bottleneck that people have been desperate to try and get past. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not worked. Because now, look, we're at the bottom of the grid. Complete bottom of the grid. Back to P11 at least, where we started anyway, look. Now you can see all these guys that are on the soft tyres desperately trying to now close the gaps. Oh, man. I actually thought that one was all right. Judging by the way I've watched everybody else do it, I thought we were going to be all right there. Someone's binned it. Penalty there as well. Yeah. Well, we started P11, we finished P11. After all of that, we climbed all the way up the grid, and then we fall all the way back down. My goodness, I've got a headache now. I've genuinely got a headache. And I don't know if it's because I've been concentrating too much, or if I've gone too long without a cherry Pepsi. And I think I've gone too long without a cherry Pepsi. So, we're going to round it out there. I'm going to go get my tea, because I haven't had my tea yet. And I'm going to have a cherry Pepsi and get rid of this caffeine withdrawal headache. There we are. Massive thank you for everyone who's tuned in. Really, really, really appreciate it. Sorry and apologies, and thank you for sticking with us when we had the technical difficulties. I didn't plug the laptop in, basically. Nothing more to it. I would love to blame Streamlabs, and I would love to blame YouTube, and I would love to blame the internet. Just me being an idiot. So there we are. Massive thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will catch you, or I will catch you back here definitely on Monday for a new week of daily races. If I can, I want to edit the previous race, because that was a pretty decent race. So if we can do that as a little video up on YouTube, that would be great. And then I want to get back to doing the YouTube shorts and all that sort of stuff, because I've fell off the bandwagon, basically, and not being able to do too much. But there we are. We will see you back here, at the very least, back here on Monday. Hopefully for something in between with a avoid cherry Coke. This is not healthy. Luckily, it's cherry Pepsi. I'm not a fan of cherry Coke or Cola. Ugh, horrible. But yeah, the Pepsi's not that great either, is it? I'm addicted to the stuff now. Nothing much I can do. No going back, I'm afraid. What am I going to do? Drink water? Ugh. Yeah, massive thank you for everyone, and especially, as I say, for sticking around when the stream went a little bit dodgy. I appreciate that more than you know. I might do another. I want to do another race of this. I want to do another stream. We've even got Group 3 Trial Mountain. Mega combo. Love it, love it, love it. We see if we can get back on later in the week. We'll see if we can do that. Right, massive thank you. Catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of your week. Anything else? Don't think there is. I will see you all back here on the next stream. Keep your eyes peeled. Hit the like button on the way out, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Catch you all in a little bit. Toodles.